It's an automotive writer's job to expose buyers to choice, to inform, to educate. Truth is, humans don't want information, they want validation. Most people are buying SUVs and crossovers these days because they're practical, useful vehicles, just like this, the Volvo V60 Cross Country, a wagon, a body style few are going for these days. The Swedes were among the first to dress theirs like SUVs, even when sport utes didn't dominate the roads. The Cross Country is a very urban hiker with a slightly raised drive height and cladding that's less REI, more Nordstrom.
Vehicles are expensive these days. The average new one goes for $48,000, $49,000. For 50 grand, you can get a base V60 Cross Country, and it's pretty well equipped. All-wheel drive, those safety features Volvo is famous for, even a glass panoramic roof.
This being a fully loaded Ultimate model, it'll set you back $63,500. Pragmatic Swedish folk might find the $3,200 20-inch wheels something they can live without. The Bowers and Wilkins premium sound at the same price might be a deal. ABBA never sounded better. And this is an ideal place to relax in. Volvo executives say they build their vehicles as decompression chambers for owners, so the commute home is a chance to unwind. And these heated and vented seats uphold the reputation of being the most comfortable and supportive in the biz. You'll understand the moment you plop down in them.
Special thanks to Carmigo for sponsoring Driven Car Reviews. If you need to sell your car, truck, or SUV quickly and securely, give it a try. Carmigo has a nationwide network of dealerships, so you get the best price for your vehicle. It's very simple, that's the whole point. Just click on the link in the video description. Enter some information, upload some photos of your car, and then name the price that you want. If you don't sell your car, you pay nothing. If you do, normally it's a $350 fee, but if you click on that link, you get a $50 discount. And Carmigo does all the heavy lifting, all of the paperwork, and you get paid right away. No ads to take out, no strangers to deal with, and you don't have to worry about the check clearing. Carmigo, give it a try.
Moving on to the powertrain, B5 on the rump tells the world you're driving a 48-volt mild hybrid assisted by a 13-horsepower electric motor. A pretty esoteric reference. The turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder makes 247 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Startup is exceptionally smooth, little to no engine vibration. The gearbox is an 8-speed that never misses a beat. There is manual control. It's done here. There are no paddles to play with. Typically, modern cars now come with multiple drive modes, not the cross country, just an off-road mode.
It's not like Volvo owners are going to be doing competition quarter-mile runs in mall parking lots, but people do want a certain amount of performance. This will do the 0 to 60 dash in 6.5 seconds. That's respectable.
Anything more would be a bad example to the kids, or make them car sick.
Under hard acceleration, there is a little bit of graininess from the 4-cylinder, but overall the powertrain is very smooth. And this is a mild hybrid. It drives pretty much like a regular car. It doesn't have that typical hybrid dynamic where you start on the electric motor and then the gas engine feathers in.
This is lifted a bit, but it doesn't have the higher seating position found in, say, an XC60 or XC90. That said, it does keep the center of gravity down for better handling. Now, this isn't meant to be a performance car. It's all about offering the feeling of security in both driving dynamics and safety.
This weighs just over 4,000 pounds. It feels agile, the steering weight is on the light side, it's comfortable, and overall it's very quiet. And with all that cargo room back there, this would be a great vehicle to take, dare I say, cross country
It would be a solid road tripper, and for city driving, the V60's size is terrific for maneuvering urban situations, and it still has enough room for passengers and cargo. So buyers with an open mind get nimbleness and utility, but not extreme towing or off-road ability. Know your needs.
Bring this down to a stop, and the automatic engine stop-start system is very, very smooth. Now, it can be turned off, but it's so good, why would you want to? And besides, this car is so serene, it's kind of nice to have the quietness.
For those that think a true SUV is needed for off-roading, nope. At the 2022 Mudfest Outdoor Vehicle of the Year competition, the V60 Cross Country, with 8.1 inches of ground clearance, roamed the standard off-road course without even breathing hard. It can handle nearly a foot of water, but, never cross the stuff if you don't know the depth or if it's moving fast, right? Arguably, even the most capable body-on-frame sport utes seldom tackle terrain like this, because who wants to mess up a machine that goes for 63 grand? And I had the opportunity to drive this vehicle in the mother country in February. The all-wheel drive system reacts very well to snowy conditions. As for icy ones, these were outfitted with winter tires, which in and of themselves makes a world of difference when it comes to braking. Remember, kids, it's all-wheel drive, not all-wheel stop.
This doesn't get the fuel economy that you'd expect from a full hybrid, nothing like 40 miles per gallon. The EPA rates the average at 26. Now, the regular V60 is available as a plug-in hybrid, and it has some 40 miles of all-electric range. And it's significantly more powerful, just not available as a cross country.
Volvo's cabin vibe is different from other automakers. It's an airy space with as many natural materials as practical in an automobile. This isn't plastic, it's Orifer's crystal. There's lots of light if you want it, and an homage to Saab when it comes to the ignition. The automaker even has its own font that it says is extremely easy to read. Plus, these are some of the best feeling releases in the business.
Volvo's new user interface is based on the Android Automotive platform. It relies heavily on casual voice commands. That's good, you can keep your eyes on the road. Volvo, safety. Sometimes these systems are pretty laggy. Not this one. Now, I'm gonna do this in real time, no edits. It uses the wake phrase,
"Hey Google, set the temperature to 74 degrees.
Got it. Changing the temperature to 74 degrees.
Hey Google, is there any good coffee around?"
All right, there's a Zoka coffee roaster and tea company 0.9 miles away. Want to navigate there?
Sure. There are a few hard buttons, not many though. Using the HVAC system takes my eyes off the road. I'd prefer to see this at the top of the screen, but then again, this can all be accomplished using the natural voice prompts. And there are the usual storage areas, all of them finished and lined to keep rattles down. I've driven vehicles twice the price that don't get this level of refinement. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay require a cord, and there's no wireless phone charger. The back is optimized for 2 passengers. If they're adults, 3 kids would be okay. The issue is the large spine running down the middle. Getting organized is easy, no problem there. Phones can be charged. Make sure you have USB-C cords. This one is equipped with a climate package. Passengers back here will be happy that you spent the $700 for the extra zone and heated seats. And it's not just the front folks that get comfortable seating, it applies here too. The support is something special. People buy SUVs for that middle letter, utility. Wagons have the same practicality, and usually they're easier to load because the floor is lower. Same with the roof when hiking bikes or kayaks up onto racks. Skis can be stashed here to keep wind noise down. Seats down, there's over 60 cubic feet. All of them up, it's 30. Any vehicle oriented towards the outdoors should have a physical spare. Not all of them do. Going to file video, one thing missing from my tester is this handy touch found on the last V60 Cross Country I drove. It keeps groceries from rolling around. Same with this strap, should be standard equipment. And wagons hold nearly the same amount of cargo as SUVs and crossovers, even though the sleek profile tends to lower the roof a bit. 4 people could each bring 2 carry-on suitcases, or way too much TP at 8 packs. Let's move on to red light, green light. Green light. Want something practical and exclusive? Wagons are a 1-2 punch there. The cabin is so calming, you may cancel your therapy sessions. The driving dynamics are also soothing, but never sloppy. Sit in Volvo seats to understand how truly good they really are. Yellow lights. 26 miles per gallon is fine for a car this size. Wish Cross Country got the plug-in hybrid powertrain. Even the back seats are comfortable. Unfortunately, the center spine takes up space. The lovely interior is missing a phone charge pad and wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Red light. Wagons simply won't have the raised ride height that people want these days. Seems like there's an arms race there. Interfaces that rely on data plans aren't as useful in cellular dead zones, and then there's the monthly subscription fee. And new models get less cargo area accoutrements that are very helpful. I'm not going into depth about Volvo's safety tech, but in many ways it remains the best you can buy. Subtle things like seats that protect spines if the car runs off the road, traffic jam assist, semi-autonomous driving tech is standard, and the automatic emergency braking is known for being especially good at detecting pedestrians, cyclists, and large animals, even at night.
It's a shame that wagons have developed the image that they have. They're kind of the sports cars of SUVs and crossovers. And mommy mobile? What do moms want to drive these days? SUVs and crossovers, right? If you want to be the cool mom or dad, I guess that's an oxymoron, drive one of these.
Wagons have become rare. Audi has the A4 and A6 all-roads, Mercedes offers the all-terrain, Subaru is the volume leader with Outback, and for more room, Volvo still has the beautiful V90 for now. So when shopping for a vehicle to haul the brood, know that there are choices. The V60 Cross Country is a style statement that sets the family apart and doesn't sacrifice utility. There's an effort by automotive enthusiasts to save the manuals. Pretty sure there's nothing like that when it comes to wagons. Hey, the market decides, I get it. Volvo used to be the king of station wagons. Now even it struggles to move them. Talk to any auto writer and they seem to love the long roof, but we tend to like esoteric things. The joke is that the perfect car for an auto writer is a brown diesel-powered wagon with a manual gearbox. My son covets wagons, by the way. I brought him up right. Maybe young buyers will go for wagons.
As always, special thanks to Martin Campbell for driving duties so I can shoot running footage. Hey, you were saying that you didn't want an SUV, but your wife does. What about a wagon?
No.
What? Why? It has the same utility.
I don't know.
See what I mean? You can inform people, but many just want what they want. As I've always said, test drive at least 3 different vehicles and always include an outlier because you don't know what you don't know until you have some experience.
Before I go, a little know your car reviewer information. I am famously not brand loyal, okay? I've owned dozens of cars from different manufacturers, but I will admit I have kind of a soft spot for Volvos. We've owned 4 wagons and totaled 3 of them. Yeah, we've really tested the safety features on those things. The first one was Volvo versus Semi, and my wife and 2 kids walked away unscathed. The second one was Volvo versus Subaru, where the Subaru ran a red light and hit my son. He was fine. The third one, Volvo versus Ford F-250, where the driver was a little too interested in his phone and didn't see that traffic on the highway was stopped and just completely obliterated the back end. So We've really tested the safety features. And it's kind of funny, Volvo seems to have de-emphasized that. It really works. Trust me, I know. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel, click notifications. If you want to tip your car reviewer, there's always super thanks through YouTube or just Venmo me. I'm all over social media, and if you have a question, leave it in the comments, okay? All right, that's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.